Juggernaut.
Hello there and welcome to Protopia. This is my show where we basically play a game that never got released. It may be in prototype form, it may be a demo, it may be an unreleased game that was fully complete but never made it to market for one reason or another. We're going to play it. Today we've got a game called ShadowHawk for the Super Nintendo. Now, ShadowHawk was based upon a comic that I had no idea even existed. It's a very small run comic book. It's made by a guy called Jim Valentino. Basically, a company secured the rights to make a game. From what I can tell, it didn't exactly look like it was going to set the world on fire. The developer pulled the plug because it was late in the Super Nintendo's life, and there we go, that's the end of the story, basically. So, this ROM was released in 2003 originally. Somebody on the Digital Press forums managed to grab hold of a prototype cartridge. It has since been made public. It's free to download. I'm going to include the link below. It's going to be down here somewhere, probably. Okay, there's going to be a link to download the game for free there. I would advise you don't put it on a replication cartridge though, because the guy who made this comic book thing, he's not very happy about people getting reproduction cartridges and making money out of his deal. So, yeah, just stick to the ROM on this one. But anyway, let's check out ShadowHawk. Okay, so here we go. This is ShadowHawk. And one of the first things you'll notice is that it's monaural sound. It's only coming from one speaker. The second thing you'll notice is that it's heavily unoptimized, so there is lag all over the place. It's got a really weird control scheme. Oh boy! So we've got Y to jump, B to kick, A to punch, and X to fire your whatever around. Pre-rendered main sprite by the look of things. Tries to keep the game smooth. Oh! Death by punch in the shins! Death by punch to the gonads! So it's awfully reminiscent of Spider-Man, isn't it? It's like ShadowHawk is Spider-Man's retarded little brother or something. So what do the L and R buttons do? Absolutely... Oh, they fire a batarang? So this is basically... I've never heard of this character before, right? Okay, so I'm not a big comic book fan. I don't know the comics very well at all, but it seems to me that this guy's a bit of a frickin' rip-off between Batman and Spider-Man. You know, he's got the web-slinging abilities of Spidey, he's got a batarang, he's got ears like Batman as well, except he's ShadowHawk. And for a shadow, he's awfully brightly lit in grey and purple. As for the game itself, it's your regular run-of-the-mill platforming affair. It seems like very little effort was put into the game. They've probably taken an existing game engine and they basically just redrew a couple of sprites and slapped it on, and here we go. Because there's nothing exciting about this whatsoever. Now, I don't know eStudio's track record. I don't know if they've made any other stellar games in the past. I certainly don't remember them as a developer, and I know they're certainly not around now. You have to excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough, but I wanted to play the Hawk. Man, gotta play the Hawk. An orgasmic Hawk. Okay, so we make it through the first level. Crime is a cancer. Karak! And I am a surgeon. You are ShadowHawk, and you're taking back the night. With monaural sound again, with the same music loop over and over. I'm imagining that this wouldn't be in the final version. There is a bit of sprite clipping as well, which could be an easy fix with priority sprite mapping. Woo! Controls are the opposite of floaty. They're a little bit stiff, and he doesn't always jump where you want the old Shadster to jump. It's all a bit messy. You notice I'm not even on the same plane as my enemies. And there's death down there. And why have I turned Batman voice into a rather posh Englishman with a bit of a gruffy cigar voice? Throat. Strepsils, give me. Okay, the enemies are back on the same plane as me. No. Now what? There's an extra life down there, is there? Let's try and swing for it. Swing! Swing! Oh, and I thought I glitched through the floor then. Oh, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. What the hell's going on? Let's go for it, ready? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, firing my batarang does nothing. Let's climb up the windowsills. Yeah, this definitely needed a lot of work. They probably decided, due to the lifespan of the Super Nintendo at this point, well, it probably just wasn't freaking worth it, to be honest with you. I'm not sure how much the license cost. I can't imagine that ShadowHawk would cost a fortune. I would imagine that Jim Florentine is probably thankful for any money he gets. Jim Florentine's a comedian. Jim Valentine, not quite so funny. Although this game is a bit of a joke. Oh look, I'm falling. Oh look. Now I'm stuck in a building. Now where the hell do I go? This is where the jumping is, well, it leaves a lot to be desired. Sod it, let's just run. I'm also not sure which ledges I can climb on, and which ones are just background scenery. It doesn't actually make it very clear. So far, it's an unimpressive, rather dull little game. Which is a shame, because with a name like ShadowHawk, it should kick ass. Especially with the aesthetic of the the title screen, and the neat comic book segues, the cutscenes look amazing. It's a shame that the rest of the game didn't follow suit, and there I go falling to my death again. No checkpoint system, which is a big no. Can we avoid the enemies? Do they put up a fight if I leave them alone? Not particularly. There's something phasing in and out. I don't know if you can see that there, but I sure as hell can't, so I'm leaving it. Okay, we're back to the chopper. Get to the chopper! Get away from the chopper! I don't know why I've turned Arnold Schwarzenegger into a Chinese man, but I apologise for that, my Chinese friends. Yeah, the enemies don't put up much of a fight. I can avoid them for the most part. Because your jump does damage to them, you can just keep jumping, really. Your flippy kick does a lot of damage. I can pretty much kill them by running into them. Yeah, running into the enemy causes the enemy damage. Look at that. That's an interesting design choice. There we go. And I fall to my death again. Game over. But there is a continuing, and we can carry on the level we were on previously. I'm just going to carry on jumping and running into my enemies to kill them. See how far I can get, but just running and jumping. Whee! Yeah, there needs to be a lot of work on this to make it even close to releasable. From my understanding, it's fully playable, this prototype, but it's nowhere near complete. It needs those few bits of polish, and by few I mean a merry butt ton of polish. Right, I'm gonna kill this guy because his gun bothers me. Okay, now we're gonna slow it down, because I really don't want to die in the same pit again. So I'm going to jump and jump again. Let's take these hip-hop kung fu guys. And carry on jumping. Hiya. Next level. Oh, here we go. Something a little different. A one-on-one fighter, huh? So this must be the boss. So boss battles are one-on-one fighting game style. Okay, so the block appears to do nothing. Let's try quarter circle motions. No. There doesn't seem to be special moves a la Street Fighter. So we're just going to kick him in the ball bag until he falls over. How do you like your twig and berries? Oh yeah, death by bollock kick. Yeah, Why do you do it? Justice! I'm a bounty hunter. We're the same, you and I. Just two sides of the same coin. Oh. Still monaural sound. And we're in a parking lot of some description. At least we've got rid of the horrific looping music, and we've replaced it with more horrific looping music. Now, actually, to be fair, this isn't too bad. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just making my way up, I guess. Dead end. Neat little bit of parallax scrolling there. Ow! You've got plentiful health in this game. Health isn't really an issue, it's the obstacles that are. Let's go up to level 5. Oh, we got bazooka guys and shinobi. So a fairly varied enemy selection there. A bit random. Again, I don't know anything about the comic books, but army guys and shinobi don't tend to mix very often. And now my health is becoming an issue. End of level. Meanwhile, somewhere in the city. This is Maxima Bold. Did you get the stuff?
No, why not? Don't worry, we'll take care of ShadowHawk later. Just get the stuff.
Okay. What's the stuff? Leaps propellers with a single bound, but can't cope with air traffic control. Can see through buildings and airplanes, and climb through solid floors. Now where do I go? Okay, if I can't go down, and I can't go up, and I can't go left, and I can't go right, where the hell do I go? Do I have to go back down this avenue? Okay, it appears I am stuck. I have no idea what to do here. Select does nothing. Start just pauses the game. Now what? Can't go through the door. Oh, yes, you can. Okay. I can only fall through the floor in certain designated areas. Okay. Oh, now the maintenance crew's trying to kick my ass. What the hell? What Whatever happened to service with a smile? It comes to something when the maintenance crew are harder to kill than the bazooka guys. Okay, what have we got next? Oh, a guy called Arson. Wow, he looks horrifically drawn. And it just seems to be a button masher. Seems like there are special moves to be had, because the enemies have them. So perhaps my guy does too. I mean, he has got a boomerang that I've been trying to pull out of my ass for ages. It just doesn't seem to be happening. Yeah, have a punch to the chest. Meanwhile, somewhere else in the city, there's an evil twisting my name. Wow. The graphics really need to clean up on this area. Look at the park sign. That looks totally and utterly out of place. The tree sprites are goddamn awful. Look at the bushes. You can tell that they're just sprite tiles hodgepodge together. Look at it, it's a mess. But I digress, let's move on. We've got camouflage girls falling to their death. We've got evil squirrels holding my nuts. Can we kill them? No. Yeah, jump on those schoolgirls. Okay, we're on a monument of some description. Back up on the trees. See how high we can get. Man. Ah. Yeah, this game needs a lot of coherence work needed. The foreground looks like it's completely detached from the background. There's no kind of, I don't know, feeling of presence in the game. Your character looks like it's stuck on. The enemies look like they're stuck on and they're a random hodgepodge. The backgrounds look like they're just merged by different sprite tiles. The controls are finicky. They're not really responsive at all. The sound is monaural for some really weird reason. And of course there are no options to change that, even if there was an option to put it in stereo. Very odd choice. Most games, even in beta form, have full stereo sound. But this one doesn't. Wow, did you see the sprite breakup at the end of the level there? Oh, Hawk Shadow. Who looks nothing like me. man who was a piece of piss. Actually, you know where I said he looks like Batman and Superman? No, he looks like Batman, Superman, and Ultraman. You know, the Japanese cartoon Ultraman, the red-clad hero. These guys never learn, do they? They're firing bazookas in the middle of an office block. Real smart fellas. You push up on the D-pad and he looks like this. What? Over here. What? Psst. Over here. What? Hey you, guy in the white. What? Huh? Where am I going? Okay, I can't go this way, so dead end. Okay, let's backtrack. You can't wall jump. Your grappling hook reaches nowhere even close to getting back up. So now what do you do? I must be missing something. There's got to be a way to get through those doors. Select button maybe? No. L and R and all the buttons together? No. Double taps? Button combinations, let's try Y and X, no. B and A, no. Do the diagonals, no. Let's try it with this one. R button, L button, Y, X, B, A. Select, double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap. L and R together, no. X and Y. X and A, X and B, BY, BL, bollocks. So this looks like it's the end of the line, folks. Perhaps this is the end of the game. Or the end of the completed game, anyway. Bold Tower, as it says up there. Yeah, perhaps this is it, fellas. Although I could see an area down there. I wonder. Yeah, you can fall down there. Right, I see. Okay, and we've got some interesting looking sprites there. Oh, big, bright. Well, not bright, but big, bold, and beautiful. Yeah, these sprites look really good. Perhaps this game's just starting to kick off. I really need some health about now. Thank you very much. There's a bit of health. A bit more health. And some more for good measure. We're going through what looks like an organic wall. I don't know if there's anything there. Some more health. Taking the leap of faith. We're at a dead end. Let's drop. Wow, okay. We're getting some interesting obstacles here. Let's keep going down. One more hit and I'm gonna. No, you son of a bitch! That was right next to the health kit. Okay, at least we know where we're going now. As you can see, there's a big amount of frame rate drops if I don't take out these enemies. This game is obviously unoptimized. Okay, now I know my way. I can get there quite quickly. What the hell is this? I don't think that's intentional. And if it is, well, what good is it? Okay, let's keep rolling. I've got a full health bar, or I did have when I started that sentence. So let's just cruise on down. Just jump over, jump up, jump across. Down here? No, just enemies. Okay, here really shows off the parallel scrolling. It's one of the nice features of this level. Otherwise, it's very, very, very brown. I am literally going down to Brown Town. There's the health. I missed it. For some reason my character didn't pick it up. Never mind, we'll keep going anyway. Maybe I should start fighting back. I'm losing a lot of health here. No, I lose even more health if I fight, so let's just keep jumping. See if we can catch that life. No. Okay. We are in desperate need of some health. Oh, a new enemy. Flying bastards. Some broken sprites with some invisible men. But we'll miss all those. Let's see what the next level brings. Missus 6. Okay, this one looks pre-rendered almost. It has that look to it. It's not actually pre-rendered, I don't think. But it's just got that rounded off look. It looks very chunky. Very hard to hit. Hard to get close to the guy. I'm gonna get my ass handed to me. I can't move. If at first you don't succeed, you're gonna die and you start again. Let's give him another shot. God damn! Let me get close to you. Yeah. Okay, this boss is cheap. And annoying. And invincible during key frames. That really sucks. And he's got a smiley happy face on his chest. What a douche. Game over. And it takes me right back here with a buttload of lives. At least to keep your score. But I am not going to play this any further. I think we've seen a lot of what this game has to offer. This is ShadowHawk. What do I think of it? Well, it's got some interesting visual styles. I like the comic book cutscenes. I like the fact that the boss takes you to a one-on-one fighting game style thing. But the platform sections, well, they're mediocre. But way below average. There's some awkward control issues. The enemies don't really give you a challenge up until later levels where you can just jump over them anyway. Your fighting mechanics aren't fluid enough to make you feel like a badass, and superheroes are supposed to make you feel tough, that you can wade through enemies, but no, I just daisy flip over them all the time. It just seems so much easier. The level layout is graphically substandard. The level design is awkward and difficult and very, very, well, unnavigatable. I got stuck and I couldn't figure out where to go. There was no arrow indicator. There was no signposting whatsoever. You've just got to figure out these certain clues as you go along. Now, these may be fixed if this game made it to final version, but I can absolutely see why this game never made it to release. It's just not good enough, and it would have faded into obscurity. Compare it to other superhero games of the same genre, like Batman Forever, which gets a bad rap, but in actual fact that was a pretty good game, to be fair, for the time. It had its problems, sure, but it was a fun game. You compare it to Batman Returns by Konami, you compare it to Phantom 2040, which was a really good platform game. The X-Men games, like the Gem War one, I've forgotten what it was called. Probably the Gem War or something like that. There was much better superhero games out there that were already established, that were already released. And for this stage in the Super Nintendo's life, ShadowHawk was better left in the dark. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed playing with me, along with my video. I'm going to give you the link so you can check it out for yourself. If you want to see the later levels, by all means, feel free to download it. This is going to be up on my website, so I'm going to host the ROM on my website and you can play it from there. Okay, so that's juggernaut.com. You'll be able to find the information and the link up there by the time this video uploads. So until then, this has been Protopia. I've been Juggernaut. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.